This video was sponsored by PowerCircle Clothing and Headbusters Food Company in association with Cook Up Unlimited.
Cook up!
It's not a podcast.
Yo, Dennis here, back with another episode of This Is Not a Podcast. Y'all already know what the lick read. Make sure y'all like and subscribe and hit that notification button. Y'all already know it's greatly appreciated. So today we are on episode 41. And today, I woke up this morning with this on my mind, and been on my mind for a minute, but this time I feel like I need to talk about it, talking about the state of the industry. So I guess this will be part 2 of the state of hip hop, but it's not just hip hop this time. This is the state of the entertainment industry, and this is just my views and opinions on it, so don't get your panties in a bunch. This is just how I feel about it, and you know what I'm saying? I could definitely stand on and speak on it. We got a lot of layers to uncover, so I'm not gonna actually get all this in one vlog. We're gonna actually break this thing down like we always do, because I don't want to be long-winded and be talking your ears off about nothing. You know what I'm saying? We still climbing, we still trying to get our watch time up, we still trying to get our subs up. Matter of fact, shout out to all the subscribers that recently subscribed to our channel. We are approaching 1,330. I think we at 1,328, and I definitely appreciate that. We was at 1,323, so we got like an extra 5 subs, so I appreciate you 5 subscribers that subscribe to our channel. We are definitely appreciative, and we are definitely thankful and grateful for that. So anyway, as y'all know, y'all see what's been going on the internet. You got a lot of weirdo behavior is what I like to call it. I'm not gonna speak on these situations because, you know, everybody like to go with the trending topics and everything like that, and everybody like to go with the latest greatest and what's viral, what's trending, and I totally get that because we are in the magical world of YouTube. This is not a podcast, so you already know I'm gonna probably go a little bit left a little bit without trying to be too controversial or political, because we don't do politics. With that being said, I'm speaking on our beloved entertainment industry, not just focusing on hip-hop, but just the industry itself. And a lot of things is being uncovered, a lot of things is being revealed lately, and a lot of agendas is definitely being pushed. And I've been talking about this stuff for years, way before YouTube. If you know me, you know we had this conversation. I used to get a lot of ridicule for this stuff too, especially when I was an artist. Very early on in my career, I had the liberty of actually negotiating my first record deal at 19. Actually 2 record deals at 19, and then along the way, like at another time at 22 and another time at like 25, 26 or something like that. Each of those experiences taught me a lot of different things along the way, and a lot of things in between that. Unfortunately, I never signed a record deal. Not because I wasn't good enough, it's just because I was well aware of the business without even being aware of the business. When I didn't know the business, I was aware of the business. You know what I'm saying? And I think it comes from just, you know, the background I come from. In my bloodline, we breed a lot of entrepreneurs, a lot of independents, whether it be legal or illegal. No, not for nothing. Both sides of my family, my mother's side, my father's side, all I ever seen was hustlers, entrepreneurs, independents. That's all I ever saw. That's all I know. I got uncles, aunties, cousins that might have been in whatever business, whatever industry they're in. They probably worked for years, probably early retirement. You know, you name it. Like everything you're supposed to do. And like in most traditional families and traditional households, most people were taught, or they impute, work hard, work your way up, build up your seniority, get your 401k, get your benefits, start preparing for your retirement, which is a great thing, because there's nothing wrong with that, no knock. It's just that I'm just a little more cut from the entrepreneurial cloth, like getting it out the mud, making something out of nothing, building a business and growing it. Don't be afraid to take chances. I touch on this a lot on the upcoming 3 Feet No Pressure documentary, where I kind of like unveil my story just a little bit. What I could say is, like, and we are in 2022 going into 2023, and the industry, the way it looks now, is looking real spooky right now to me. Just this year alone, if you can just lay out all the current events, everything that trend for the past, matter of fact, for the past 5 or less, it's been a lot of weirdo activity that's been going on in the industry right now. These few current events was like the straw that broke the camel's back. And you know, and I'm not one, and I used to get ridiculed for this stuff. You know, like you seeing all these artists just coming out of the woodwork, all these successful artists that's been doing their thing over the years, is, you know, like it's almost like their life is in shambles. You know what I'm saying? Because whatever the industry done to them, or maybe some things that they seen, or maybe, you know, they might have barked up the wrong tree, and then, you know, and then now they often tell the story of, man, I coulda, woulda, shoulda, if I would have did this, if I would have did did that, none of this wouldn't have happened, or I got screwed out of this deal, I got screwed out of that deal. Now, a lot of this stuff I was saying, I've been talking about this since 99, and before that, before I even got into this industry and tried to get into the business, I always knew about independence. I always knew about reading contracts. I always knew about the stuff. So even if you don't know nothing, I knew about the basics and the fundamentals of reading contracts and seeing what a contract looks like, knowing what an agreement is, knowing what a partnership is, knowing what splits are and percentages. Now, all this stuff I knew outside of music, but the same principles apply to the industry. It doesn't matter what industry you're in. And so, unfortunately, for my peers and people in my neighborhood, I used to get ridiculed for this stuff hard. I used to have dudes to come at me wrong, literally saying, man, you should have been on, you should have been doing this, you should have been doing that, you should have been doing this, and then, man, why you ain't doing this? And they don't know what goes on the business side. And we all know what any industry, and this industry, of course, is 90% business, 10% entertainment. Nowadays, it's 95% business and 5% entertainment, and the entertainment portion of it is getting, that percentage is getting lower. You know what I'm saying? Now, that's facts. You can look it up. Just look around you. I don't want to even, this ain't even about him, but the Kanye West situation, let's say, for example. And I could do a vlog on Kanye by itself without even talking about the Drink Champ situation. But let's just take the Drink Champ situation for a second. Now, I'm not going to even touch on that too long, but the man, every platform he jumps on, they're trying to censor him or they're trying to blackball him some kind of way. But the problem with that is they're a little too late and a penny short, because this man is, according to the internet and according to his net worth, he's worth $6.6 billion, making him the richest black man in America or the richest entertainer. Like, he surpassed all his counterparts, even his boss, which is Sean Corey, who y'all know is Jay-Z. He's making more money than all of them. And that's pretty amazing. That's a pretty amazing feat. But the problem with that is that we don't look at is at what cost. Mark chapter 8 verse 36 tells us, what will profit a man if he gains the world and loses soul? Now think about that for a second. You got a lot of successful entertainers, athletes, etc. in their respectable industries. What you're seeing right now in real time is Mark chapter 8 verse 36. You're seeing a lot of people that's gaining profit. You see a lot of people that's gaining what we call the whole world and losing their soul. Why? Because they go on YouTube, they go on all these different platforms and bare their soul. You seeing athletes, entertainers like you never seen them before, but they're in a distraught state. They mad about something, or they beefing with each other, or you know, it's a lot of crazy stuff. Even to the effect of people dying, people going to jail, people bankrupt, losing everything. You know what I'm saying? As quick as they gain it, and they all telling cautionary tales about the do's and don'ts of the business. You know, what not to do, or I wish I would have knew then. I wish I would have known then what I know now. You know what I mean? So it's like you seeing all this stuff unfolding in front of you now that we living in the magical world of social media, and the internet exposes all. To kick it up a notch, people are exposing themselves. I got up this morning and I was like, you know what? And I told my wife, I said, I got it on my spirit to talk about this and peel this layer by layer. So this is like the first part. So like I said, I don't want to talk too much about it, but this is exactly what you're seeing right now. And no, I'm not trying to be biblical. I'm not trying to preach or anything like that. It's disturbing. You know what I'm saying? It's really disturbing what's going on right now. And now, you know, the internet always wins. You know, you got people chiming in, come out the woodwork. Now they all just being analytical. You got people that pass judgment on one another. But at the same time, it's like, what is really going on here? And I'm like, not really surprised by none of it. It's just, this is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And this is the stuff I've been talking about for years. And not just myself. It's a lot of people out here that echoes the same sentiments as I do. At the same time, people like myself, we get ridiculed because we won't bow to the status quo. We won't succumb to the industry. We won't sell ourselves out. And what I'm seeing is a lot of quote unquote alleged street dudes, stand-up ninjas, or whatever you want to call them. I call them stand-up characters because we trying not to use the N-word too much. But all I'm saying is it's a lot of buffoonery going on out here. It's a lot of people selling out in front of us and don't even know it. I'm not wanting to call no names out. This is not what I'm trying to do. This is not no clickbait. This is none of that. I'm just saying I see a lot of sucker-ish going on right now. You know what I'm saying? That's why I brought up the Bible scripture, Matthew chapter 8, verse verse 36. That's why I brought that up. That scripture alone itself, that echoes through my mind today. I decided, you know what, I felt compelled about dropping this here vlog, and I think it's much needed, and it has to be said, you know. And that's just how I feel about it, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna definitely kind of break this down into layers along the way. I don't know if this should be a series or this should be repetitive, so we don't want to kind of like, I don't know if y'all like the back to back to back things, but hopefully I said enough, just a little bit. This just is a little taste. I haven't even scratched the surface yet. I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna watch this, and I'm gonna see, you know, what should I touch on next, because right now I just really need to get this off right now. This is not, you know, I don't do no scripts, I don't read off no cue cards or nothing like that, and that's all I want to say right now. To be continued, because I got a lot more to talk about, and I'm not here to expose nothing. I'm not here, that's not my job. I don't expose anything. I'm just only speaking my thoughts, speaking my truth, and just telling y'all honestly how I feel. I don't care if you agree, disagree, but feel free to chime in. I mean, we can all have a healthy conversation about it. Make sure y'all comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the notification button. Let me know in the comment box. We can continue this conversation. After all, y'all know this is not a podcast, and I'm definitely gonna start conducting interviews and bringing people along this platform so we can just kind of have a healthy conversation every now and then, just to kind of give y'all a little bit of variety, you know what I'm saying? Try to keep it fresh and give y'all another perspective along the way, because after all, this channel is for us and by us, and I definitely speak on the voice of the voiceless, and I have a lot of people that can articulate some things, and you could probably hear a different point of view, might even enlighten me on a couple things, you know what I'm saying? So I'm open to all of that. So you know what I'm saying? It's not no negatives, you know. We don't preach negativity here. We don't advocate negativity here. We all about positive energy here, but we also like to have healthy dialogues, and this is what we about, along with everything else. You know, we gonna entertain. I'm trying to, you know, just getting accustomed to doing this stuff all the time and getting acclimated with the YouTube shorts, the reels, and all that stuff. Still working on the TikTok though. Make sure y'all check me out on TikTok too at Meet the Seller. I got my daughter, she's helping me out right now as we speak with this whole TikTok thing, because you know, kids is big on TikTok. Y'all love TikTok. I have yet to really make my presence felt on that, but we will start getting to it, and I will elaborate on this particular subject matter in a YouTube short. So I'm gonna have something, an insert maybe, or something just to let you guys know to come tap in and check this episode out. Episode 41. This is not a podcast. I never really talk about the episode numbers. We still on the drive to 50. We are approaching episode 50. I can't wait. I'm thinking of a lot of cool things to share with you guys, and I'm just thankful for right now. I'm thankful for the genesis of what's going on right now. You know what I'm saying? Before we get too big, we ain't gonna get too Hollywood. We will remain the same. You know, we only just gonna get bigger and better. Once again, make sure y'all like and subscribe, hit that notification button. It definitely helps the algorithm. It's definitely letting YouTube know that you guys want to see this. So I'm working on everything. I'm doing everything possible to get this information to you guys, to get this content to you guys, and I'm hoping that you receive it, and I'm hoping you learn something from it. I'm hoping that you enjoy it. Now that we at the end of this video, I think I'll take the time to say this. Go to www.powercircle.biz, get yourself some head busters, knock out all-purpose seasoning. It'll definitely bless you, bringing the fun back into cooking, making cooking easy and simple for just $10 a jar. And don't just buy one, buy the whole box. Buy a box of 10, buy a box of 20, 100, whatever you want. Just buy a box, buy it by the bulk. You'll be cool for the rest of the year. Trust me, I guarantee you won't need nothing else. That's all I want to leave y'all with, and y'all know my slogan: keep God first, stay sucker free, by all means get to the money. Peace and love, stay healthy. So I'm out. Peace.
Y'all all know my slogan: keep God first, stay sucker free, and by all means get to the money.